your engine!
And good evening, and welcome to Iracing 2019 Season 4, Week number 2. Tonight we're going to do one of those one-off kind of deals. This is the Sprintcar 305 fixed setup, USA International Speedway. It's just a little fun run here in the off hour. Seems like most things run on the even hours or even half hours, where most of the little odd little series run in the odd number hours, at least in the time zone I am. So here we are. We got about 30 minutes before qualifying. So far, these guys are running in the low 22s. And, of course, this is a dirt sprint car race. Like running the 305s are real easy, especially with a fixed setup. So getting ready to start qualifying here. Qualifying 5 minutes, it's 2 laps. So I usually like looking at setup. Of course, there's not a lot you can do. It's a fixed setup race. Nearly nothing can be changed. Rock screen on. Not sure why they even bother with that. I guess if you really want the realism. Steering box ratio, usually they leave that alone. This one ain't too bad. Pitman arm length, I have tried changing that in the past. It really only makes the car very, very loose from what I've seen. Steering offset, I usually go, just like with most ovals, 10, 12, or usually 10, 12 degrees to the plus side, so the steering wheel holds to the right going down the straights, but it makes it a little bit easier so I don't have to turn. And the main reason for that is because I have my USB connection on the wheel for my SLIM, and that just makes it so the cable doesn't coil too much. And then top wing position. Now this is something that you can change on the fly, and I strongly recommend that you map some buttons, and I'll show you how that works here in a second. So we're ready for qualifying. Let's go ahead and get this in, but I don't know how well you can see it on the there, but you can definitely see the buttons, and you can adjust that on the fly while you're racing. And as the track conditions change, it can be really helpful to try and make the car a little bit more controllable, especially as the track gets really worn in and gets loose.
Green, green, green. Here comes your first time lap.
Yeah, this track is definitely worn in, so I've lowered it.
One more lap. 22.798.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be a fast lap.
There's a flag. It's over.
So it looks like our best lap was a 21.7. And we'll get out here. Think that puts us, yep, that puts us right at the back in 9th or 10th. And actually it's 22.7, not 21.7. I think that was my fastest lap from the practice session. track was a little bit faster in the practice session, so really only about half a second off. And honestly, that comes down to being able to set that wing and take the right line. So not too far off. We just have to see if we can survive these races. So yeah, definitely I can kind of show this real quick here. If you in your options and you're in the controls for the car, I always run custom controls for every car, even though you have to go through and set it. But you've got let's see here, rear wing set. Definitely put something in for that. Up and down, it's 2 buttons. And then your tear-offs, I believe, are, let's see, where is that at? Controls. Yeah, the tear-off's very important because you're going to get a ton of dirt and other crap in here, and I was trying to find that setting. Well, I know it's in here somewhere. So you might want to, we'll figure out where that one's at and see if we can't come back to it. It is vitally important, in my opinion, that you have a button on your wheel, very handy to be able to do tear-offs. That goes for any open wheel vehicle or on the dirt tracks especially. Makes it a lot nicer. All right, so it looks like we're getting ready to grid up here. We are 9th. And there we go. And I think
Line up on the inside.
I'm going to start with this thing fairly low, maybe a couple of notches up. And we'll go from there. Let's see, get all of our settings up here, see who we're up against. All right. So yeah, nothing to shift, nothing to really do with it driving wise, other than picking the right line and holding on. So as you can see, these cars kick up a ton of dirt, depending on the nature of your video card and how high you have your settings. I've noticed, especially in the last couple of builds with iRacing, is things like dust and dirt and whatnot.
Let 11 cowboy. Catch 4 car. Green flag. Next time by.
So it looks like the number 11 car is not doing too well back there. So looks like we've graduated. Although it looks like we might be in here with a few jokers. So this might be interesting. Like I said, it's really all about surviving. So getting
ready here.
Yep.
Getting ready.
Let's get ready to go.
Let 11 cowboy. Pace car's leaving. Green, green, green.
Yeah, last thing I needed to do was get disqualified because he couldn't follow procedure. All right, well, we are right at the back. Looks like the high line's the line everybody's going to race. See how we can do here.
28.278.
As usual, not catching nobody. I get the feeling the 11 car is going to cause me.
Looks like another follow the leader.
22.848. $22.582.
Okay. Take it down a notch.
23.155. Slow car up high.
Whoa,
Slow
that's
car down
me.
low. Got a slow car ahead on the bottom. Go high.
All right, well, maybe that was a mistake. Let's go up with it then. I think we've definitely lost out on this.
So much for our car.
26.4.
That seems a little bit easier. Maybe that was the way to go.
22.944. $22.983.
Well, with some catching going on here, but not much.
$22.959.
Not sliding very well around there.
23.46.
Ugh. This is horrible. About halfway there.
23.096. 10 laps to go.
Try to stay up here in the grippy stuff.
$22.922.
I am not catching Mr. DeRocher.
$23.03. $23.2.
If anything, I am losing him.
$23.195.
It's a little bit of a gain.
Slow car down low. 22.86. 5 to go for strike.
Now trying to hang on to the upper section. We've gained a space from somebody. Yeah, 3/4 of a second.
22.836.
Trying to hold that upper line. Don't really have time to execute a pass.
22.996. 2 to go.
At least I basically caught him.
.052. White flag, 1 more lap to go.
And I think that's almost it. Final lap. All right, well, it looks like
That's the checkered flag.
we may have gotten 7th place.
Great job, driver.
Not through any great skill of driving, but you know, hey, I'll take it. It's always fun to come out here in the sprint cars and do a little bit of sideways sliding.
Checkered flag, race is over.
See what the gap was. We were 18 seconds, so we were almost about to get lapped. We were that slow, but not too shabby. Really made up 2 spaces, but hey, what can I say? Not my best discipline, to be certain. I chalk it up to amazing, just that I can make it do that for 10-20 laps at a time. So that's a real quick one. So there it is. There's the end card. If you're enjoying watching the races and practice sessions and whatnot, like, subscribe, and help me grow the channel. And thanks for watching. Going to be starting the Rocky Mountain Solo here in Colorado, U.S. Season this Wednesday. Going to be streaming those live and possibly also having highlight videos that I do each week. So tune into that. Thanks a lot.